Hill. Today's been a great day. Hey, I had an opportunity to go out to the Toastmasters Leadership Institute here in San Diego. I believe we have one a couple of times a year. So this Toastmasters Leadership Institute, a lot of great information, a lot of great topics that we talked about today. So I thought I'd just go here YouTube. I know I haven't been on here in a while doing a live update here on my channel. And I'm just going to hit you up with a couple of things that we talked about, just so maybe you can see some benefit in it as well. We kicked it off this morning, had some awards, we had some announcements, those type of things. But what was very interesting was the topics. If you don't know, Toastmasters is a way that you can practice your public speaking. And the result of being a part of Toastmasters is that when you are going through the Toastmasters Competent Communicator or Competent Leader, when you go through those manuals, in which we have a new program called Pathways, but you can still benefit from the traditional how to construct a speech and how to deliver a speech. So if you're in a job and you're going into a leadership position, which was one of the topics today, was about preparing for promotion to executive positions. So if you're a leader in your organization and you're preparing to go to that next level, then when you're in an interview, if you're internal or if you're external, when you're in that interview, you have to tell them what you're good at, right? Everybody wants to know, why are you the best candidate for this position? Why should I choose you over anybody else? And you're going to have to toot your own horn. But at the same time, there's a fine line between arrogance and competence and confidence. So you have to decide where that line is. But at the same time, when they ask, well, what do you believe is your weakness? Or what have you failed at? And what did you learn from it? Well, at the end of the day, that right there is probably going to be the differentiator between the educated, right? The ones that are educated on how to present their case so that it may be beneficial to themselves and to their future. And then obviously the other ones will crash and burn. So today we had a executive that was part of Toastmasters in the past. So he comes back and he's talking about how do you prepare. And he gave some great examples about handling all types of different things in the workplace. But one of the most potent things that I believe in myself, and he talked about a little bit in the class, was about having those interpersonal skills. It ain't about one thing that don't get it misunderstood. If you're going to an executive position, director or higher, you do not need to be the technical expert. Don't let anybody fool you. You may hear, some specialists, some consultants, coaches, mentors. You may have, some professionals out there that do professional development or leadership development, management, training, whatever. They may talk to you about, being the smartest person in the room. Well, that's incorrect. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You just need to be the person that can handle and understand how to deal with people in the best way. Because everybody doesn't have that skill. It's not about being an introvert or extrovert. It's about how do you understand how to handle every situation in its proper context. Now, understand this. None of us are perfect. But just like the guy talked about as far as having interpersonal skills, and he talks about, because some people ask questions about, well, how do you do that? Or, I had the situation that I would like to delegate, but I don't understand how to delegate because you don't understand your people. If you don't understand your people individually, then you will not know what to empower them or give them ownership of so they can develop and not depend on you every day, all the time, and take up all of your time. So the key thing about interpersonal skills, in a nutshell, it's summed up in 2 letters, EQ. If you understand IQ, your intellectual quotient, how much knowledge that you can retain, then know that there's a cap or limit on that. But if you want to excel in leadership, then there are reports, there are statistics, there are cases that have proven that EQ, emotional quotient or emotional intelligence, your level of emotional fitness, how you handle yourself, how you understand and when to address behavior versus state or emotion or mood changes, You know, who does that the best? If you're better at that than somebody else, then you have an edge. Understand this. You are the leader. You are the director. You are the executive because you have a level of emotional fitness that somebody else does not. You're not the bean counter. You're not the technical specialist. You are the human resource extraordinaire. You understand your people. You understand their buttons. You understand their level of competence. And you know how to build the right team to get the results that your company, your organization wants, needs, and will and must have. That is your mission in life as an executive. If you want to get to that level, then understand interpersonal skills, emotional intelligence, critical skills. These are absolutely invaluable. Other thing we talked about today was we did club officer training, which was your vice president of education, vice president of membership, vice president of public relations, which is what I do. Met a lot of great people from different clubs around San Diego, and we plan on visiting each other's clubs. So I think that's critical to the success of this particular organization. So I'm going to get right on that. I'm going to get some Facebook going. I'm going to get some YouTube going. I'm going to get some Instagram going, and we're going to blow it out. I might even use a little YouTube. Go figure. So yeah, if you're in the San Diego area, or I may do a Zoom live. Hey, how about that? Right? But if you're in the San Diego area, then definitely come see great communicators. Get in touch with me. Let me know that you're interested in Toastmasters, improving your public speaking, your communication skills, and I'll be happy to work with you. I'll be happy to show you what we do and why we are so good at it. Traditionally, Toastmasters is a great start. In addition to that, we talked about wellness and leadership. One thing that you must know is that if you're in leadership, you want to be healthy. And a lot of times we have all these stressors that are put on us, and we don't fully understand why we have these headaches, why we have these allergies, why we have these sensitivities to different foods or different types of things or skin conditions. All these things, basically, when you peel back the onion, it's based on the stress level or some type of toxic reaction to something that you eat or ate or maybe eating. So very great presentation today by one of the professionals in the functional, what would she call it? I forget. But anyway, it was, it was about dietitian. It was about health related, wellness related type exercises or assessments that she does for her company, and she can find out what it is that is causing you all the pain and stress and how to get rid of it, so you can be a better leader. So yeah, I thought that was key, something very exciting, and helped me to learn a lot about that particular field. So in addition to that, I want to mention that we had a keynote speaker that was excellent. At first he started off a little slow. He started off with, the tempo wasn't really what I would prefer, but I was very patient because I know that we all have different ways of delivering speeches. Patience and understanding is key, and tolerance in some areas. So I was excited the fact that going through his whole speech, he told very good stories. Perfect timing. Captivated me towards the end because I saw it all come together. And he had this acronym called Golf Car, not cart, car, Golf Car, CAR. And each one of those were spoken on, and each one represented a topic or a principle. And that was very powerful. So I love that. So to close out, I'm going to let you know, as far as Toastmasters, club officers, hey, I'm new to this thing, but we're going to promote. We asked anybody to come out. And one thing that we agreed upon is that the VPPR, the Public Relations Vice President, is the tone of the meeting. Make it happen, promote, get excited, and bring in some exciting people to grow your particular organization. It's that time. It's 2018. Let's take it to the next level. Peace. And I'm out. Have a great day.